Okay. So this is gonna be a bit hard because my other monitor is broken. I guess it's art, I guess, the category. So can I full screen? I guess not. So this is the text subject. Okay. So the thing that I have done is separate most of the parts, I guess, except hair, which I don't really know how to do it. Because in like creativity wave, there's usually like front and back hair. Yeah, like this one, side. Okay. So I need to first open any music so that it isn't just me talking. No. Um, not that. This one. Okay, yeah, I like that. I guess first, how to rate VTuber. Let's go with I first. Wait, there's a tutorial on Pinterest. It's a video, of course. I guess this one. 20 minutes.
And in this video today, I'm going to show you how to animate eyes on Live 2D. I'm going to guide you through the whole process. So, without further ado, to animate eyes on Live 2D. I'm going to guide you through the whole process. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, to begin with our eye animation, we actually have to check our meshes, okay? In this case, we can see that our meshes are a little bit too big for our piece. And we need to have a precise mesh, since this part of the model is going to be heavily transformed. So I'm going to guide you on how to make a good mesh for a heavy transformation. Let's begin.
First fix the mesh,
to edit mesh manually,
which I didn't do it yet. Yeah. Okay. This is the tool which I use. And okay. Then set mesh automatically. Oh, press all. Standard, I guess. So that's the mesh. Also, I need to make a folder for all this. Body. Which one is body? That includes, I guess. Eyebrow is different though. Why is there so much eyebrow? And mouth. I guess cheek is mouth. Okay, and this is, I don't even know what that is. Okay, so first the eye, this one, and I guess we start with the top left eye, which has a big mesh. That is a giant mesh.
Erase all the points that our automatic mesh generation made, and we're going to make our new points because we need to have the biggest amount of control we can. This first row of point is going to be just outside our object. This is because it's going to work as a barrier, and also is going to help us prevent undesired cuts in the shape of our object. Next, we have to do our second row. We're going to position ourselves in one of the existing points, and we're going to add this second row outside the first one, okay? Like this.
What?
The next part is to
What do
make
you mean
a third
there's
row,
outside
so this
and
one is actually going to be inside our object.
there's inside and outside mesh?
Alright guys, to finish, we're going to go to this tool called Add Points, and we're going to add points inside our object, just like this.
There's
Alright guys,
a lot.
now that you saw how to make a much more refined mesh, I'm going to go and apply this same process to the pieces of the eye that I'm going to transform heavily. In this case, that will be the eyelash side, these two eyelashes. Also, I'm going to refine the mesh of this piece and also this other piece. I will see you in a minute.
That is so much.
Now, I'm going to explain you something really important regarding the iris's mesh. We can see that the center of the iris is this white ball right here. But for the program,
Yeah.
the center of the iris right now is where this red dot is. It's really important to fix this, because if we omit this issue when we export our character into a tracking software like VTuber Studio, the program is going to take the center of the mesh as the center of the iris.
Wait, let me do the eye first then, which is, I guess I shouldn't do automatic. How do I remove it? I guess let's just keep it for now. Okay, top left eye and edit mesh manually, and I guess we remove. What is this? Oh, eraser. Okay. What happened to the music? That's only 2 minutes. I thought it was like a... God damn it. What about this one? Okay, cool. This one is not so detailed because I just want to use this as a practice. And then the outside. I don't know if this is really needed, but I just following. Oh no. I should check the comment first. Like, oh, this is actually not the way to do it. I really should. Okay. Yeah, let me. Okay. A lot of comments says that yes, that is how to do it. Then at point. Oh, I guess I just press. So that it is. I guess I need to make like all of them. Okay, so that is top, and then bottom is here. Edge. Again, I need to remove the mesh. Why is it so big? That's not how to make it smaller. No. How do I make this smaller? Okay, I don't know how to make it smaller. Cares. Okay. So for this, why is this SpongeBob music? Okay, then already.
Mesh of this piece and also this other piece. I will see you in a minute.
I guess for smaller thing we don't really need. No. Okay. Wait. God damn it. What is this? No. So for that top end, okay,
I'm going to explain you something
I don't have any
really
eyelash
regarding
or
the irises
anything.
for the case. It's really important to fix this because if we omit this issue when we export our character into a tracking software like VTuber Studio, the program is going to take the center of the mesh as the center of the iris. This will give us an inaccurate tracking for the eyes. So we're going to fix it by redoing the mesh. Alright guys.
Right. So I guess for the iris, that is. Where is the center for this? That is actually center. Ah, okay, I just do it. I guess that's how he did it.
I'm back. Now we can see that the center of the mesh is really close to the center of our object. Also, I did not make this mesh really complex because the iris is not going to be transformed as much in this example. To finish the preparations, I'm going to refine the scleras and also the eyeshadows mesh. But I left this at last because I want to show you something. When we get to this menu, it becomes really difficult to be precise when a part is white and the background is white as well. So you can go to this square right here that says change background color or opacity of
Do that. Oh yeah.
the canvas, and you can actually press it. This wheel is going to appear and you can lower the brightness and also the opacity of the background. So if you're working with really bright
Oh wait, mine doesn't do that. Wait. Okay, let's just do it.
parts, this helps a lot. Alright then.
Wait, how do I do that? No. Wait, how do I do that? How do I hide others? Still on shift 3. Oh shit. Okay. So I guess I can just do that.
Like this wheel is going to appear and you can lower the brightness.
So just make it a circle. Okay. Wrong one. Okay, now why doesn't it show the mesh? Now what the hell? Why doesn't it show the mesh? Wait, how do I make it show mesh? I'm dumb. Okay. Who cares? I can actually. Where's the mesh? Okay, you know what, let's just go for it.
Alright guys, now we finished all our preparations and we can start animating. So, I'm going to select the eyelash. We are going to go to this tool right here that is called Deform Path Edit. I'm going to click it and I'm going to put one point at the end of the eyelash and one at the beginning. You guys can see that now our mesh changed colors. This means that this mesh is now being affected by these 2 points that we made. But that's not all. I'm going to go to the middle of the line that was created and add a third one, and while maintaining the cursor on this one, I'm going to pull up and accommodate it to the shape.
Okay, so time. Why is the mesh not showing? Where's the mesh? Am I dumb? Okay. What if I just what am I doing? Okay, not showing. I don't know what's the difference earlier. Okay. So add from one end to the other end, then the middle, this.
Shape of our eyelash. I like to work with 5, so I'm
5, okay.
going to put one more here and one more here. These points are going to make it easier for us to transform organic shapes, as you guys can see. And this is
Oh. Okay. Okay.
how we're going to make our open and closing animation. So I'm going to select the eyelash. I'm going to go to the parameter IL open. I'm going to add 2 keyforms.
Also, I just realized I made it backward. This is the right one. So I guess we'll go with the right one.
When the value is in 1.0, that means that the eye is going to be open. And of course, when it's in 0.0, it's going to be closed. So what I'm going to do now is to reshape the eyelash to resemble a closed eye. Alright guys, I finished for now the
Wait,
animation of the eyelash. What I'm going to do next is to apply the same keyforms to all the pieces that are going to be affected. So now let's get to the other pieces, eyelash number 1 and eyelash number 2. Alright, now I'm going to go to the eyelash side. For this one, I'm also going to use again the Deform Path Edit tool. There is no rule on when to use this tool, but if you want to have more control over an object that is going to be transformed like this and is curved, it's a good idea to use it. So, what we're going to do next is select all the pieces that are being affected by this parameter and add a new keyform on 0.6, and we're going to work from here to make a more appealing transition, okay? Next, I'm going to make a keyform on 0.8. Again, I'm going to select everything, go to 0.8 and add a new keyform. And I'm going to transform here properly so it can look better. To finish, I'm going to go back to our eye open parameter, select everything and go to the 0.2 position and create one last keyform. And again, what I'm going to do is to refine the closing animate. Finish visible to our, this is actually really easy. We're going to select the sclera and I'm going to go back to our edit mesh manually, and in the tool details tab I'm going to use the add points tool and I'm going to add more points just so I have a little bit more of control when transforming this sclera, okay? Once we're done, I'm going to go back again to the IL open parameter and create 2 keyforms. Now, I'm going to go back to the 0.0 keyform and I'm going to transform this sclera like this. I'm going to squish it to a point where it's almost invisible, like that. Next, I am going to use the Deform Path Edit tool again, like this. Once that's done, we can test how the sclera moves now. It moves so much better, but we still have a little problem. You guys can see that our sclera, well, for example, somewhere over here, we're going to match the key.
Right.
Look at this. Our sclera now works properly. It's
okay. Okay, so okay. I don't really follow, but let's just do it, I guess. Okay. That's the first one. And the bottom. Okay, there is something wrong here. How do I put this? Oh. Wait.
Transforming the sclera, okay? Once we're done, I'm going to go back again to the ILOpen parameter and create two keyform, and I'm going to transform the sclera like this. I'm going to squish it.
How did he make the sclera? How did he make the iris inside the sclera? Also, I need to add point. Okay. Okay, I don't actually know.
Keyforms. Now, I'm going to go back to the 0.0 keyform and I'm going to transform this sclera like this.
Wait. How? Okay, let's just do this first. Wait, what? Why is it doing that? Okay, this is a bit tricky.
Pieces that are been affected by this parameter and add a new keyform on 0.6 and we're going to work from here. It's going to in the tool details tab. Finish our eye animation. We're going to hide this sclera now because when we close our eye the sclera is still visible. To do this is actually really easy. We're going to select the sclera and I'm going to go back to our edit mesh manually, and in the tool details tab I'm going to use the add points tool and I'm going to add more points just so I have a little bit more of control when transforming this sclera, okay? Once we're done, I'm going to go back again to the IL open parameter and create two keyforms. Now, I'm going to go back to the 0.0 keyform and I'm going to transform
Right.
Now there may... Let's have it face down. That has to...
Now, I'm going to explain you something really important regarding the iris's mesh. We can see that the center of the iris is the iris into mesh tracking at the center, so I formed as much in this example. Nice, I'm back. Now we can see that the center, so I did not make this mesh really complex because the iris is not going to be transformed as much in this example. To finish the preparations, I'm going to refine the scleras and also the eyeshadows mesh, but I left this at last because I want to show you something. When we get to this menu, it becomes really difficult to be precise this square run. So all our preparations and we can start animating. So I'm going to select the eyelash. We're going to go to this tool right here that's called Deform Path Edit.
I need to read the comments more. Mass, this mass. So how do I do that? What this one? Big ID. What is the ID and then oh wait, no. Okay. God damn it. I didn't create a keyframe. Did it work? That looks a bit weird. No, it's fine. It's fine. Wow. That is my first eye. Wow. Oh, wee. Okay.
It over and over. Go back to the 0.0 keyform, and I'm going to the hole. Okay? I'll see you in.
So that's how we close the eye.
Now we are missing the eye animation. Look.
Okay, this guy's
Now we are
animation is of course better. Okay, that's better.
In just one little thing, and it's our iris movement. It's really easy, but we need to take into account our deformer hierarchy system, because the iris is a thing that we tend to change or to add things to. For example, hearts or stars inside the eyes, those sort of things, right? So for this, we're going to animate the position with a new deformer. So I'm going to call this one warp deformer, iris L, this is the left iris, and XY. Now, while selecting this deformer that we just made, we're going to go back to our parameter tab, and we're going to look for eyeball X and eyeball Y. If you saw my video on how to animate the head X, Y, and Z parameters, this process is going to be the same. We're going to select the parameter, we're going to create 3 keyforms while selecting the deformer, not the part, and when we go to -1, this one is going to be left. When we go to 1, this one is going to be right. Now, we're going to go to eyeball Y and do the same.
Okay. This is gonna look weird. Okay.
Create 3 keyforms, and when it goes negative, we're looked down. When it looks positive, we look up. And once we have these core animations, we're going to position ourselves on eyeball X and go to the bottom link parameters, and we're going to link X and Y. So we can actually move like this. We're going to go to the arrow again, select everything that has been affected by these parameters. We're going to go to modeling, go to parameter, and synthesize corners again.
What?
Now, there was a new update with Live 2D, and now the menu looks a little bit different, but it's the same. We check that we're synthesizing the correct parameters, eyeball X and Y, and the keys to override are going to be this one. If you for some reason didn't want to override one of them, you can uncheck them, but of course we're going to check them all, and hit OK. Once we have synthesized our corners, we have our new iris animation. I would recommend you guys to check when the eye is kind of open and kind of closed.
Okay.
To see how the eye looks, okay? If it looks up too much or too little, sort of thing. Here's not going to be a big deal because it's almost closing, right? But it's good to check out so you don't position your iris too high up where it's not visible, okay? So in this case, it looks great.
No, that's...
Alright guys,
I think that's okay. You can be like a fucking Undertaker or something. Just like, maybe like this. Almost close and then... Wait, why is that actually perfect? Like, we see this. That actually work. Oh my god. This makes me so happy, I don't know
Before
why.
we finish, I want to show you how to duplicate the eye, okay? So, before we duplicate it, I'm going to go back to the Parts tab and select all the parts of our eye, except the eyebrow, because the eyebrow is going to be its own thing later. I'm going to make a new folder in this button right here that says new part, but it's basically a new folder. And we're going to call it IL. I'm gonna hit OK, and now we have our parts in a folder. This is just to be a little bit more organized, okay? Now, while everything is selected, I'm going to go and create a new warp deformer. This one is gonna be called warp deformer IL. I'm gonna hit create, but this problem is going to appear. It says, please create an object with the same parent deformer selected. Do not worry, this is going to make it impossible for us to make a deformer like this. But there is an easy fix or an easy solution. What I'm going to do is deselect everything and click the deformer button. Now we're gonna have a window again, we're gonna call it the same, and we're going to create. But now, since this window does not have anything to contain, it's the size of our canvas, as you guys can see. I'm gonna go and resize this deformer, and I'm going to make it the size of the eye, like this. For the next part, we're going to go back to our deformer tab. Let me make it bigger. There we go, and let me move a little bit. So, I'm going to put inside this deformer all the things that we need there, being the iris with its respective deformer. I'm just gonna grab it and put it there, and all our pieces of the eye, the eyelash, 1, 2, blah 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 blah. Oops, clear everything except the eyebrow, and just drag it there. Once I've dragged it here, we can check that this deformer is affecting all these parts as intended. Before we move on, let me go back here, and because of the order, I'm going to put this deformer inside our respective folder, right, the IL. Now I'm going to select IL, select all the pieces that are inside, right, with its respective deformers and whatnot, and I'm going to duplicate the folder, copy, and we say yes and just paste. And now we have another folder that contains the pieces and everything. I'm gonna move this folder away, and for the sake of organization, I'm going to rename it. Please guys, remember, if you copy something or duplicate something, rename all the parts.
Okay.
Just so you know what are you working with. So, okay, once that's done, I'm going to lock the IL because I don't need it right now, and I'm going to select all the pieces of the IR. Right click and reflect. We're going to go back to the same menu that we saw before when we were reflecting the ears of our character, and we're going to say reflect horizontally. But listen, we can reflect parameters here because our objects have parameters. I do not recommend reflecting the parameters right away because it can turn into a mess, okay? So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm gonna hit OK, and now we have another eye. If we did this correctly, the eye should be in the intended position. We can check it out with our reference to see if it's where it needs to be, and apparently it is. So that's great. Now I'm going to show you how both eyes work. I'm going to open and close. Our animation looks really cute, but this is a problem that I've seen a lot of people have, and it's actually hilarious. The first time this happened to me, I couldn't stop laughing. Look at this. If we move the eyeballs, they are going to move like in this way, okay? It's pretty funny. It's really easy to fix, but it's I don't know, I find it funny. Okay, we're going to go back to fix this. First we need to fix the movement, because what is going on, or what it's happening, is that since we reflected all the objects but we did not reflect parameters, well, the X parameter on the eyeball, it's negative, right? So we're going to go to the iris right deformer, because the deformer is the one that is linked to this parameter, and we're going to right click and reflect. This time we are not going to reflect horizontally, right, because this part is for reflecting position. We're not going to reflect horizontally, so we're going to take the mark away, and in the parameters we're going to reflect the X parameter. Once we hit OK, our eye.
Okay, so that's... Or if I just do it individually. I don't know if it's gonna be better. Not. Okay, then I have to create a new one. So just IR. So I'll select all the I. Wait, how do I make a folder? Okay. How do I rename it? Oh, okay. Okay.
And for the sake of organization, I'm going to rename it. Please, guys, remember parts. Once that's done, I'm going to lock the IL because I don't need it right now.
Okay, lock the IR for me. Yes.
And I'm going to select all the pieces of the IR. Right click and reflect. We're going to go back to the same menu that we saw before when we were reflecting the ears of our character.
How do I reflect?
Select all the pieces of the IR. Right click and reflect. We're going to go back to the same menu that we saw before when we were reflecting the ears of our character, and we're going to say reflect horizontally. But listen, we can reflect parameters here because our objects have parameters. I do not recommend reflecting the parameters right away because it have another option into a mess, okay? So I'm just going to leave it like
No. 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 want to move all of it. No, I just want to move. Okay.
Like that, I'm gonna hit OK, and now we have another eye. If we did this correctly, the eye should be in the intended position. We can check it out with our reference to see if it's where it needs to be, and apparently it is. So that's great. Now I'm going to show you how both eyes work. I'm going to open and close.
Right. Okay, maybe that's a mistake.
The iris, so to and start, whole issue. But for and you guys remember that I made a respective deformer for the irises, right? Because we can make hearts and we could put stars and we can change stuff, right, inside that deformer, so we don't need to animate them again. Because of that, I would recommend not duplicating the eye right away, because later in our next video we're going to learn how to animate the mouth. And once we have our mouth animated and we have our eye, we can start making expressions. And corners again. Now, there was a new update with Live 2D. The iris with its say yes and just paste. And now we have another reflect hilarious. Really to pick select well 2 is linked to this parameter. And we're going to right click and reflect. This go to the iris right deformer because of the
Don't mind me just fixing a dumb mistake.
former is the one that is linked to this parameter. And we're going to right click and reflect. This time we're not going to parameter. Once we hit OK,
Okay, so the thing is that
our eyeballs work as intended. But in terms of illustration and well, lighting and whatnot, the iris should be in the same orientation. Okay, like these little brightness should be on the same side. So to do that, it's again really easy. This time we're going to select the part, not the deformer, but the part. We're going to right click, reflect, and this time we're going to reflect horizontally. And now our iris is the same.
Just realized that. Okay, now it. Shit. Oh, why? Oh, I accidentally clicked the default my thing. Oh wait. Dumb. Okay. I didn't set this one in the deformer.
Orientation as the left part, and they move correctly this time. So that's all for today. That's how you animate the eyes.
Now the problem is that how do I separate it? Okay, how do I do this? Okay, actually, how do I do this? Oh my god, okay. Okay. Only I can like adjust one by one. Okay, top left, this. Edit key manually. Oh, this one. No. In what? Okay, let it open first. Key manually. Why is it suddenly gone? Wait. Okay. Okay. Maybe a bit higher. Okay. That is perfect. That is. Oh my god. So that's the eye. Should I just continue with the mouse? The mouse seems easy, I think. This guy is good. Inkugaki VT is really good at teaching. The mouse.
Hi guys, today we're going to learn how to animate.
Yeah. I should put like the name of the video here. Wait, why can't I edit it? Oh. What? Oh.
Animate mouths. Let's begin. Alright, here we are on Live 2D. To begin with, we have an upper lip and a lower lip. These are going to be covering our mouth shape that is containing our teeth and tongue inside its clipping mask. So, we're going to do something that we did before in our eyes tutorial, and that is remake our mesh. So we're going to go to edit mesh manually, tool details, the mesh. I could just skip this part completely because we already know how to.
Okay, so mouse. Could just remove this. Playing mouse is not that hard.
To do this, right? But I want to share a tip with you guys. I'm going to make the mesh much more complex around the lip line, because the lip line is going to be heavily transformed, and the rest of the part that is just skin, it's going to work only as a mask that is going to cover the rest of the mouth. I'm going to do the same with the bottom lip, and I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, now we finish our upper lip and lower lip mesh remake. Before we continue, I want to show you something really cool. This image is a mouth shape sheet for Live 2D. They are really useful because they
Then I guess, okay. Remake the mesh. I shouldn't do that. And what does help?
They guide us out. They mouth shaped sheets like this one. You can go to Google and just I'm going to select all the parts of the mouth, and on the parameters tab we're going to look for two parameters, these two, mouth form and mouth open. On mouth form we are going to add three keyforms. Mouth form is going to represent these things. When it's on 0.0 it's going to be our neutral expression. When it's on 1 it's going to be our happy expression, and when it's on -1 it's going to be our sad expression. Now we're going to go to mouth open and we're going to add two keyforms right there. Now the mouth open is going to work with our mouth form in making different shapes. So to have more control on how we open and close our mouth, we're going to add more keyforms. We're going to go here and we're going to type 0.3, we're going to add another keyform, and then 0.7 and add another keyform. Once we have all our keyforms like this, we're going to select mouth form and mouth open, and we're going to link parameters. And we're going to have this new keyform arrangement that, if you look closely, resembles a lot our mouth shape sheet. Am I right? So, since I'm using this image, these keyforms are going to work like this. If you decide to use another mouth shape sheet, usually they have their keyform arrangement that I moved both points at the same time. From this point we can see the teeth. So for
Okay, this is... that is harder than it seems. How do I click that? God damn it. Okay, that smile actually looks kinda creepy. Okay, I get it now why. It's to take. Okay. Now I need to increase the top mouth a little bit. then put it back where it belongs. Oh god. Good enough. Good enough. Fuck it. Okay. mouth is like the most scuff thing I ever did. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. I need to see first to make sure. I don't think there's software crash or anything. God. I guess that's all for today. I'm definitely gonna continue tomorrow. Oh god. What have I created? This is... Oh god. Okay. What do I still have? I still have chi. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know what this tree is. Body, probably just gonna do the breathe on and hair. Wait, I think like when you like sweep side to side, yeah, that's probably, I'm gonna do that too. Okay, and hair. I don't know how I'm gonna do the hair, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. But for today, I have accomplished this. It still feels like I need to lower it a bit, I guess. Can I do that? Wait, I can't do that. Yeah, that looks 100% better. that's all I guess. I'm gonna go sleep now. I'll just let the music play. What do I have to do? I don't think I have to do anything else. God, I forgot how to stream. Well, thanks for watching. I am going to sleep. I'm probably gonna continue this tomorrow with the hair, ear, oh yeah, the ear, and also the body. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks Ben for the raid. Yeah, good night, good sleep, bye bye.